Hey guys. This is the play along video for Sound Innovations Book 2, page 7. First off, we're starting with the concept of ties revisited. A tie is a curved line that connects two or more notes of the same pitch. Is very important. The tied notes are played as if they were one longer note with the combined value added together. So with the example on the page here in 3/4 time, we have the dotted half note, which gets 3 beats tied to an additional quarter note. So we'll hold that note 4 beats. Also, at the top of the page, folk songs often reflect day-to-day life of the country and the time in which they were written. The composer is rarely known. Many composers began using the folk music of their native country in their work during the 1800s. That was called nationalism. Nationalism in terms of music history is different than nationalism as a political idea, just to be very straightforward. You may have heard about some nationalistic ideas in political discourse now, and that's a very different concept, and I think it's important to realize that that's a very different concept. Take a moment if you are interested and look up what the style of the folk songs are that you have heard or that you know. You can compare different nationalities' folk songs to each other. You may know some like Celtic folk fiddle. You may know some Eastern folk music. There's a lot of different versions from every nation in the world and every community in the world. How are those similar and how are those different? How is traditional Indian Carnatic music similar to Celtic fiddle or Danny Boy or things like that? There's similarities, there are differences. Taking stock of that is interesting and important. So now we're going to just jump in. Number 24, we're in 3/4 time, playing the C major scale again. So violas and cellos will review C major on the C and G strings. And then violins and basses will review. So, C major scale in 3/4 time. We'll play this through twice. Forte, so make sure we're in the right lane using the right weight of bow. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Make sure that we give that emphasis so that 3/4 time comes through. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If we play them all the same, it's sometimes difficult for our audience to understand what time signature we're playing in. Here we go. One more time. Ready, go. Very nice. Again, now, the C major arpeggio, again. Violas and cellos use the C and G strings. Violins and basses just review in the same pitch level they've been. So we are still in 3, so making sure that it sounds like 3/4 time with a little bit of emphasis on the first of each 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. make sure that you hold that last note all 6 counts. One more time. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now we're putting these ties in. So we're going to review counting ties. We're going to clap and count. Then we're going to sing it. Then we're going to play it. Yes, we're going to do all of them. So starting with clap and count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do that one more time with me. Make sure that you're being specific about holding the clap across notes that are held. Counting the whole time. Yes, I do expect you to count out loud. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now the pitch level is C or C, whichever is comfortable for your voice. Now we'll sing it. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. And make sure that we count as we play as well. Still on that pitch level. Nice forte, C, in tune, articulate. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One more time, just to make sure our counting is accurate. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you really got to pay attention to the bow speed to make sure that you don't run out. Very nice. So now we'll be going to the low down waltz. Before we begin, let's take a look through it in an organized fashion. First of all, we're in 3/4 time. A moderato, a moderate speed. And we're still in that scale of C major. So we've been here the whole time. Make sure that we stay in that scale. Same notes that we played in number 24. Just in a different sequence. We don't have any accidentals in this one. Everything's within the scale. Rhythms, straightforward for the most part. Quarter notes, eighth notes, half notes. Worth note on this rhythm, the rhythms, we will begin on beat 3. So when I count it off, I'll say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And we'll start on beat 3. Also, something to look out for, we do have that hook bow pattern. So first measure is going to go down, up, up, down, up, up. Make sure that that is played accurately with correct bow directions. And then our dynamics, very important. From the beginning, we're piano. And then in the second half, we're forte. Making sure that we make a big difference between those sounds. Please feel free to pause if you're not ready to play it with us. Take a moment and get yourself ready. I don't want you to be just slamming through and making a ton of mistakes and calling that good. Take a moment, Polish it up so that when we play it together, we're playing it together well and accurately. So here we go. Number 27. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I did a weird bowing there at the end. It's fine. Just make sure you're alternating. One more time. 1, 2, 3, ready. Nice. And to finish out the page, we will play number 28. This is Fanfare. This will also be a playing quiz that will be due before the next class, so you have the full weekend to play it. Check the bowings before you begin. With 5 notes in a measure for most measures, we will alternate bow directions for beat 1 of each. So we're still in 3/4 time. We're still in C major. Still in moderato pace. Still no accidentals. Rhythm is pretty consistently 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and. There is a hook bowing in measure 7. And make sure you hold measure 8 for the full 3 counts. The whole thing is forte. Nice big sound. This should be very much like a Renaissance trumpet fanfare. So, take a moment, get yourself ready to play it together. Pause if you need to, so that we can get a good, strong playthrough of this together. And then we'll come back together and we'll talk about the playing quiz. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, go. Good. Take a moment, relax and reset. Let's play it one more time. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Very good. Take the additional time that you may have and play through that. Make sure that it's as good a sound as you are able to make. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.